Fit Talk TV with Sherman Rozier.
Because I'm smooth.
Talking about exercise, fitness, and great nutrition.
Gotta work it out. Because I'm smooth. So smooth. Yeah. Gotta work it out. Gotta work it out. Fit Talk TV.
So tell me about the whole meditation. When you think about meditation, some people think about spiritual aspect of it. Is it just more than just that? And can you give me a little more information on your experience?
Yeah, sure. I mean, there can be a spiritual component to meditation. There can also be a spiritual component to exercise or accounting. I mean, you can make really anything a spiritual practice.
True.
That's just really, in my opinion, how connected you are to your higher power, or whatever you want to call it. But for me personally, I came to meditation because I wanted to be better at my job. And this is really how I have branded Ziva, is that my mission statement is to rebrand meditation as a productivity tool. Because that's what it's been for me. It made me better at my job. It made my brain faster. It made me get sick less. It made me just enjoy life more. And so this is sometimes a little confusing because we think that meditation is a waste of time. Like, I'm busy. I got kids. I got a job, I got stuff to do. I'm not going to sit in a chair and waste my time for 10, 15 minutes a day, which is, I think, what we in the West are so conditioned to think about as meditation. But we have to reframe this. We have to reframe it quickly, because what we're doing to ourselves, running around being busy and freaked out and stressed all the time, is not sustainable, and it's not good for us. Because when we get stressed, the body launches into an involuntary fight or flight stress reaction. And I'm sure you know the body gets acidic. First thing that happens is that your body floods with hydrochloric acid, which shuts down digestion. Then that acid seeps into your skin so that you don't taste good. And P.S., this fight or flight stress reaction used to be really useful. It used to be very adaptive when we were hunting and gathering, like saber-toothed tigers were attacking us. But now our demands are BlackBerries. Does anyone have a BlackBerry anymore? I don't think so. It's like iPhones, Androids, text messages. I don't know, like laser beaming people, probably. But now our demands are no longer predatory attacks, and so this fight or flight stress reaction isn't serving us. But I do think it's fascinating to look at the origins of it and what stress is actually doing to our body. And this is actually the thing that made the most sense to me when I first started learning meditation, was that when I would get nervous before these shows, or when I was even having insomnia, it didn't mean that I was a failure. It actually, that was my body's way of trying to protect me. So let's say you're like hunting and gathering in the woods and the saber-toothed tiger jumps out at you. You know, like I said, first thing that happens is that your digestive system floods with hydrochloric acid. And then that acid seeps onto your skin so you don't taste very good if that tiger were to bite you. And then your blood starts to thicken and coagulate so you don't bleed to death if you get bitten.
Exactly.
Bladder and bowels evacuate so that you are light on your feet to fight or flee, which, you know, the nervous poos we all get for like a job interview. That's your body trying to protect you. Exactly. It's those darn saber-toothed tigers. What else happens? Your blood pressure increases, cortisol levels increase, and your immune system goes to the back burner. Because who cares if you're going to get cancer if you're about to be killed by a tiger? Like, you need all hands on deck to fight or flee this predatory attack. And so this series of chemical reactions is very useful. It's very good for you if your demands are predatory attacks. That's not the story anymore. Now it's like in-laws and kids and bosses and traffic.
Yeah, it's a day-to-day thing.
That like grind. And now this fight or flight stress reaction is now disallowing us from performing at the top of our game. Our brains and our bodies are spending so much valuable energy trying to prepare for this imaginary attack that we have very little computing power left for the present moment. And the present moment, that's where the magic happens. That's where we get our great ideas. This is where we enjoy our life. It's all happening in the now. And none of us have very much practice with that present moment awareness because our bodies are so amped in this fight or flight stress reaction.